What's going on, everybody? I'm still joined with guest co-MC Rex from Protection One.
Amber, welcome to Fort Lauderdale, again, my hometown. And what's all this about moving our NRF to Long Beach? Why don't we just keep it here in Fort Lauderdale?
I don't know.
I mean, why?
East Coast. Let's hear for the East Coast.
East Coast.
East Coast, we're giving you a shout out because Orlando is my hometown, so I'm right up the road.
There you go.
We don't have hockey here, I don't think.
Well, yeah, we do.
Dang, these hockey questions get me every time. Look, okay, I'm not a hockey fan.
Not good hockey.
Stop interrogating me. It's the Lightning, isn't it?
No.
It's not the Lightning? What's their name?
It's an animal?
It's the Polar Bears?
No. We have them down here in South Florida.
The Panthers.
Yeah,
My guy. Yeah, the Panthers. I knew it. I knew I'd get there. Look, let's switch to something I know a little bit about. Instead of we're talking hockey, it's, you know, we've got a burning hashtag question. See our screen over here comes up when people want to know something, right?
Okay.
So the question is, now that we've got you in the solar panel hot seat, tell us about this breaking news here on the D&D, the solar panel thing.
Well, as Bob Dale mentioned earlier, Protection One is going to get in the solar business. Okay, I can't elaborate on that because a formal announcement will be forthcoming. But if you think
you know
about,
I'm an interrogator.
Go at it.
WZ trained interrogator. I could get the truth out of you, but I'm not going to.
Well, let's make
right.
sense out of it. I mean, what are we doing here? Loss prevention, bottom line savings, right?
Yep.
So, isn't it a natural fit to have solar involved with that? Because what's solar do?
Save
Saves
money.
energy. There you go. So, now, what Protection One is looking forward to it, as I said, it's going to be a big announcement. It was kind of pre-leaked this morning, this afternoon. So, look for a big-time announcement here in the coming weeks.
So right here on D&D, that's kind of a big time, right? Because we're making history with live streaming from the NRF conference. Again, it's hashtag NRFLP14. Come on, we're trying to blow up Twitter, right? We're working on it.
That's right.
I think we're almost there. I mean, all these hashtag questions keep popping up. Here's one that's kind of weird, and it's personal. Do you care?
Oh,
okay, so this is probably already answered, right? But are you a beach or mountains guy?
Well, living here in Fort Lauderdale, I like both, but living here in Fort Lauderdale, come on, beach.
Yeah, that's a silly hashtag question. Who tweeted that? Come on, beach or mountain. So I'm beach girl myself, but it's no big deal. They were asking. I volunteered it.
All right.
So back to the non-hockey topics. So Protection One, it's probably really important that you keep your staff sharp with all the retail challenges because it's clearly constantly evolving, right? How do you do that with a sales team and an organization like Protection One from keeping their skills sharp and in the know?
Well, you know, as an integrator, we look at our technology providers to help provide training. So once that selection has been made, we go through a thorough training process because the salespeople and national account managers really have to know what they're selling, and they have to be actively involved in the training issues. As a young salesperson, the way I was trained is I actually went out and conducted installations with installers to really understand how technology works.
Hands-on.
So that's something we try to keep going.
That's pretty awesome. So do you make everybody get down in the trenches, or is that there's probably a more technological training program for that?
There usually is. And I at Protection One, we employ seasoned national account managers that have been through all before. But for a young salesperson that's working for a solution provider, I would highly recommend really understanding what you're marketing or what you want to market with.
So roll up your sleeves, get your hands dirty, right?
That's right.
I mean, so we're streaming live on the exhibit floor. They're probably all watching you down there. You want to give them a shout out?
Yeah, go at it.
Show at it. Let's
just
go.
Made your life a little harder, but it's worth it.
Roll up your sleeves. Okay, so the next burning hashtag question that I've actually wrote down is, you guys are big supporters of the D&D Daily.
Absolutely.
Tell us why that is.
Well, you know, it's we're constantly keeping our fingers on the pulse of what's happening in the marketplace, and certainly as loss prevention managers are promoted or moved to other organizations, we want to know that because we have relationships with them. We want to know where they're going, so where we can market our efforts, and also just all the information on D&D that's provided. I mean, I don't know how many thousands of viewers watch, but I can't imagine being in either a retailer or a solution provider and not reading it every day. I mean, you're going to miss something.
Right.
So it's a great tool. You know, it's been probably a long time coming, but a great job, D&D.
Yeah.
Well read.
Making history, which is awesome, too. So speaking of making history, should we go through the agenda? I'm going to put you to work as the co-MC here.
Absolutely.
We should go through the agenda. But, you know, Joe knows these people like backwards and forwards, and I mean, he's got the agenda like taped to his brain. I don't know how he does it. We cheat with a cheat sheet. But so coming up, we have Joan Manson, which is going to be awesome. She's going to talk about women in LP caucus. That's
Great.
pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, she actually will hopefully talk a little bit about the phenomenal charity effort that they put on right here at the conference.
Great. Look forward to that.
Yeah. So after Joan, we've got Keith White, Dan Fackety from Bilo Holdings. That should be a good one.
Both Keith White and Dan Fackety are just leaders in this industry and have been for a long time. So look forward to both of those.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So then we've got Jeff Fulmer, Rich Meller, Tom Litchford going to talk about cybersecurity. That's been a big topic here at the conference.
Yes, it has. So look forward to that as well.
Yeah. So you have some folks stopping by your booth talking about cybersecurity. I mean, it's kind of all the buzz, don't you think?
It is, certainly.
Well, so what else we got coming up? Organized retail crime. We're kind of like the ORC Stop and Shop right here, man. I mean, anything you want to know about ORC, I'm pretty sure we're covering it today.
Well, that's good because ORC is impacting every retail segment in the United States these days.
Yep. Not something that can be taken lightly, retailers, right?
Not at all.
Nope. All right, so what else we've got? ORC, we have Stan Welch coming up, from the VP of Loss Prevention from JCPenney, who is going to talk about leadership and development. I think that's a huge topic that can't be ignored, especially when you're talking about a conference that's really going to go through retail challenges, but also how do you develop? How do you make sure you have succession planning and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah, critical, very critical.
All right, so let's see. We should pull in somebody to keep talking to us, don't you think? Like, that's really putting the co-MC to work, right? All right, let's see. What else can we cover? Can we talk about the humidity here in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah,
How do you
talk
deal
about
with
that? Well, you know what happened? Your body acclimates to it, believe it or
Yeah.
not. I mean, I know a lot of people
Does
out
your
here
hair? Because I've straightened my hair probably 50 times today.
Well, I don't know. I'd have to ask my wife probably. But no, your body actually does acclimate it. And what's kind of a weird phenomenon is when you're out of it, you kind of like try out. You miss it. Yeah, it's weird, but it is true. I mean, if you first move down here to South Florida, you got to go through a very painful summer to get used to it because it doesn't come quick. But once you've been down here for a few years, your body actually settles in.
Is that like your blood thinning? You know, like when you're
yeah.
blood thinning, so if you live in the north and you move down and then you're like, you really don't ever get cold?
Well, no, your blood thins. You know, our family doesn't, in the middle of summer, we go up north to vacation and it's hard to even put your foot in the water.
Yeah, you're freezing, right?
Yeah.
You've entered into a biology lesson, everybody, because we're still not getting the wrap it up sign, which is cool because we're just chatting away. So we should also mention we're making history, streaming live.
That's phenomenal.
Have we said that already?
Yeah, we said it, but
we've said it.
I think
but it never gets old. It doesn't get old. Come on.
We're gonna do it again next year, right?
So of course.
And in Fort Lauderdale. Oh no, Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Sorry.
See, he's trying to have it back in his hometown again. But Joe can't wait to have it in Long Beach. I think he mentioned we're not going to even go back into the hockey conversation because guess what, Rex? We just got to wrap it up. So we're going to send it back over to Joe LaRocca. We were just talking about you. Your ears are burning in 1 second. Stay tuned.